All right, take 40. No joke. I trail off so bad. Oh, man. But listen, I told you guys that I was going to tell you my multiverse theory. And then I told you guys I was going to tell you my conscious life theory. But I think it's easier if I do the multiverse first, and then it'll help you with the conscious one. So, here we go. If I trail off, bear with me. I keep starting over. Take 40 is no joke. But I'm going to try again. So every time you sleep, you wake up in a parallel. You wake up in a parallel universe. Every time. And there's a single clue. Single clue every time. Okay? And those clues most of the time are right in front of your face. Other times they are so far away, like maybe, the presidential line being a little bit different, or something at a fast food, which people want to call it the Mandela effect, but it's not. There is no Mandela effect. This is what it is. But just hear me out. So then, when you're sleeping, in the process of sleeping and awaking, you are in what I like to call the in-betweens. There you go, as you know, as your transition. I call it the preverse. You know, so you're not in any in particular multiverse, but the preverse. So you know how, like, when you're, for instance, in the middle of in the beginning of, like, when you're playing multiplayer games, like, we'll just use Call of Duty because it's the only one I ever really played, and you're in the beginning countdown, waiting for it to start, and then, you know, the loading screen, more or less. It's like the loading screen, you know, and, you know, once you get done with that, that's your information. That's your information downloading. So, like, when you have a very vivid dream, that is because you need to know the rules of this universe that you're about to come into, because there is, like, a significant change. So, having said that, you get a lot of information that gives you an advantage to many, many possibilities of what you can have, or what can, what won't, what will ever, what can be, you know, like, you could, I know that sounds weird, but the moment is the moment is the moment. Just remember that. The moment is the moment is the moment. There is no past, there is no future. The moment is the moment is the moment. Just take that in. Imagine taking a step. You lift your foot up, the moment. You put your foot down, the moment. And obviously the other foot is on its way back up, the moment. Repeat the process. That is life. Once you get there, you are spiritually unlocked. I shall continue. When you get to the, you know, how do you want to say, the new universe, you won't understand necessarily why you're about to experience what you're about to experience when you have these vivid dreams that give you this information of something that's very, very important. This is where it gets cool. about that I said in the beginning about the whole deja vu. This is where deja vu comes in. When you have two universes that come into contact, we won't even say contact, when two universes come into sync, but 99% sync, never 100%. Never 100%, only 99%, because like it has to be parallel. It can't be parallel. It has to not be parallel, and obviously we know parallel means side by side, so it has to be 99%. And it creates a little glitch because now we're able to see into the future. The next moment, we're able, remember I said, the moment is the moment is the moment. Don't forget that. It makes manifestation ridiculously simple. See, I told you I might stutter and trail off, but just bear with me. So, the moment is the moment is the moment. Because it's 99% parallel, and this doesn't happen often, but I'll explain why it happens. When you go into a universe that is 99%, like when it was 99% when you went in, obviously, because every day you wake up in a new one. When you wake up in a parallel universe is 99%, it's a little off because in that universe, you did the one that was your self in that universe you're about to enter died before you woke up. So when you enter that day's parallel, but nobody left that day's parallel in a form of awakening in the next parallel, it causes an energy malfunction, which presents a flash to what we call deja vu. But really, it was roughly where that person or yourself from the other one, the other universe, died. About that it's about what it is. And right at that time. So, like I said, things are parallel, so they're, in every multiverse there's the one thing that's different. So when you have I got 1 minute left, so when you have your deja vu, something else also happened. That was your one day thing that was different, but whatever was different with your deja vu killed you in the last life, in the parallel. If you don't have deja vu, one of your other ones, somebody always does every day, one of your parallels have deja vu because one dies. The more yous that become deceased, the more parallels you receive deja vu in. And the more you should be careful because you're running out of yous.